Yeti, Sasquatch, wild man, skunk ape, Bigfoot. The creature we're talking about got many names, but from culture to culture there are some similarities, like for example a strong, uncomfortable odor and large footprints, hairs, a very hairy creature. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about good old, let's call him Bigfoot for the simplicity of this video. The history of Bigfoot is actually quite fascinating, and it reaches far, far further back than you may expect. Some Indian legends hundreds of years ago already talk about a large, hairy creature which is very stinky and most of the times very unpleasant to be around. Yeah, sometimes even stealing women and children and eating them. So, what is Bigfoot? Is it just a legend? Can it be just a legend? With all of those people have seen him, have seen it, have seen something? I don't think so. I personally think it indeed exists, up till a certain day when hell broke loose. Yeah, Mount St. Helens. The day Bigfoot got extinct. And still, some people have seen him since then, but concrete, really good, believable video evidence haven't been made since then. So, could it have been the day where Bigfoot was wiped out with a loud bang and a nuclear bomb-like explosion? Yeah, this volcano back then destroyed a lot of things, and maybe Bigfoot was killed back then. This would make perfect sense, cause some Bigfoot researchers, like Ivan Marks for example, expected him to live exactly in this area. But don't misunderstand me. I believe there are still some Bigfoot or Big Feet alive. But I think this catastrophic event reduced his population to a number that is not longer sustainable. You know, that's the classic problem with inbreed. From generation to generation, they will get weaker and weaker. Like we saw it in the Middle Ages with all those kings. Yeah. So, an inbreed creature like Bigfoot may still survive for a few generations. So, I expect them to be around 10 or maybe 15 of them still around today. But from generation to generation it will get worse, and sooner or later they will finally go completely extinct. Yeah, but now let me jump into the realm of even wilder speculations, cause now let's talk about crossbreeding. That means, like, for example, we see it with donkeys and horses making mules. And yeah, it is possible, and so it could be possible that a Bigfoot actually takes on like a monkey or, for example, a human woman. This could actually become quite a threat for female hikers, because imagine this extremely strong, wild and, well, horny creature looking for some mate out there in the woods, stumbling across a beautiful, young, healthy female. Yeah, this could lead to some, well, rape. Yeah, and getting raped by Bigfoot is probably something very unpleasant. I mean, not that getting raped wouldn't be pleasant, would be pleasant at all, but yeah, it could even end deadly, and later being held captive by him as is, well, his kind of forest sex slave. Yeah, that's not a future I would like for one of my girlfriends. Yeah, but it could also, well, obviously happen to a male. getting unwanted attention from a female Bigfoot, because, well, we know that there are female Bigfoots, because otherwise there wouldn't be male Bigfoots and baby Bigfoots. Yeah, baby Bigfoots. Well, that's like something very cute sounding, like Baby Yoda with lots of hair. Yeah, back to science, or at least how much we are able to call this as a kind of science, because I'm admitting this sounds very much like pseudoscience, and it is pure speculation. There is no proof for this. It's just my theory of Mount St. Helens having a strong influence on the Bigfoot population, founded on the fact that there is not much real Bigfoot evidence, hard Bigfoot evidence, like there used to be before Mount St. Helens. Obviously, the scientific community has also shifted away from this subject, and there are not really much believable mainstream appearances of our hairy friend in the last years. Because, well, back in the good old days we had, like I mentioned, Ivan Marks making documentaries about Bigfoot, and also some other guys. So, yeah. Obviously, what we see nowadays in TV is more like the docu soap kind of thing, where they just take some Bigfoot researchers, legit ones or just complete phony ones, and then, well, they gotta have something satisfying and scary in every episode. Some new evidence, some groundbreaking stuff, and so yeah, they fake a lot. It's like 99.999% fake. All of those Bigfoot TV shows, I don't trust them at all. Okay, of course there are exceptions. Les Stroud, for example, he's the guy I would not expect to go around and fake some evidence to get his stuff to sell better. He's more like the kind of legit guy. I hope I'm right with this. But overall, Bigfoot's media presence has been very low in the last years. I mean, the scientific kind of media presence, not the kind of ancient aliens stuff we used to see. And yeah, is there still something alive? And I'm pretty sure Bigfoot did, at least before Mount St. Helens exist. There are actually evidence like bones from a creature called Gigantopithecus, which are like the jaw bones of an extremely big monkey. Yeah. So after just showing you those fossil remains of the jaw bones, I will show you here 3 mock-ups of different skulls. The first obviously being a human skull, the next one a gorilla, and then we got a mock-up of Gigantopithecus' skull. And as you see, it is fair to say it is at least twice the size of a standardized human skull. So, what does this tell us? Well, in my opinion, this is Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a descent of Gigantopithecus. Or he may even be a Gigantopithecus, because as far as we know, they are extinct, but this is just as far as we know. And just to take the most prominent example, we had a fish that was known to be extinct for, well, hundreds of years, and still they are swimming around happily out there today. The only difference is the difference between extinct and not extinct is, well, it was one little worm on a hook. And so the only thing we need here in Bigfoot's case would be a little bait to go and find him. As an example, I would say it would be definitely an interesting experiment to try the aspect of crossbreeding or mating as a bait and use, for example, a female gorilla, which could prove very interesting as a bait. It would maybe even enough to use the scent of a female gorilla to lure him, well, out of the bushes. But like I said, this is all just speculation. Bigfoot might as well be just a hoax. Although there are, as I said, lots of facts and evidence speaking against this theory. Bigfoot, if he is still alive, running around out there, will one day be found. One day someone will catch him, hopefully alive, and, well, maybe it will be a hunter shooting him down, getting the hate from all of us for all eternity, for maybe just wiping out the last living example, or just destroying the genetic integrity by, like I said, harming the population so much that they will become extinct. Yeah, Bigfoot is a fascinating subject. Is he real? Is he not real? Well, time will tell. As soon as there will be a proof, then it's not a theory anymore. Then it's just proven fact. And then all the mainstream scientists will be happy to study for millions and billions of dollars. But till then, it's up to us. Up to the weirdos, the dreamers, the woodsmans and the hunters. Yeah, to the past time hobby explorers. We will find him sooner or later, and if we don't find him, we keep searching. Another interesting fact about Bigfoot is the Bigfoot and UFO conspiracy theory that I just wanna put on to the end here. Because I personally think this is the kind of theory that's like something for a TV show like Ancient Aliens. It's totally loony, and believing Bigfoot being an extraterrestrial entity is like believing Santa Claus is from the Mars. And, well, now I gotta rewatch Santa Claus Conquering Mars. Yeah, Bigfoot is a prime example for a mystery, and this is actually something that I really like about him. Probably the thing I most like about him. He is one of the last remaining mysteries of our time. So far, nobody could prove his existence, but also nobody could disprove it. Something is out there. Is it a hairy, ape-like, humanoid creature? Is it an alien? Or is it a Stone Age creature called Gigantopithecus? Well, I'm happy to find it out. Yeah, and so I hope you have enjoyed this little homemade documentary. I know it is a bit rough here and there around the edges. Yeah, I am a native German speaker, so I have to translate the whole stuff I'm saying in my brain before I speak it. This makes it a bit less fluent, but I'm working on it, and well, if you have something to tell about Bigfoot, especially if you have encountered him, if you have some, well, stuff you want to share, feel free to use the comments or drop me a message and we get in contact, because I love to feature some interviews or stuff like this here on the channel. Bigfoot is one of the last remaining big adventures out there, yeah, pun intended. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and subscribe.